So I have a Labrador retriever named Ralphie, and if it was up to him, his diet would consist of whatever I'm grabbing myself out of the fridge at any given moment. The moment I open the fridge, he zooms into the kitchen for a piece of the action, but I can't be feeding him all the junk that I snack on. Lately, I've been researching what's the best food I could get for him to make sure that he gets the right amount of vitamins and nutrients, something that I should be working on myself. And that's when I came across the Farmer's Dog, which offers human-grade dog food to make sure that your pup gets the healthiest and tastiest meals. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So since I've switched to the Farmer's Dog about 8 or 9 months ago, I've noticed Ralphie's not only leaving his bowl empty, but he also looks a lot leaner and healthier and shinier as well. Now I can play fetch with him for more than an hour straight if I had the patience for it. So in this video, I'll talk about what the Farmer's Dog offers in terms of plans and pricing, how they make their food, and how it compares to other dog food brands, which I hope can help you decide if it's the right choice for you and your dog or not. And if at any point you decide to try the Farmer's Dog, you can check out the affiliate links that I left down in the description. They don't cost you anything, and you'll even get a bit of a discount, which you wouldn't be able to get if you went directly to their website. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, so if you haven't already heard, the Farmer's Dog is a premium dog food delivery and subscription service that provides fresh, healthy dog food that's customized for your pet and delivered frozen to your door. Their meal plans are formulated by veterinarians, and they use human-grade ingredients that are flash frozen and portioned out specifically for your dog's daily needs. They were founded back in 2014 with a mission to make natural, nutritious, and healthy food for dogs that actually looks like real food. And based on a lot of scientific evidence that dogs benefit from a fresh food diet, to this day, they pride themselves on using human-grade ingredients with as little processing as possible. And all their food has been tested in a 6-year-long live feeding trial using real dog breeds of various sizes and ages, so you can be confident that's actually good for your dog. But dog food is still dog food, right? So what is it that makes theirs so good in particular? Well, first off, they offer 4 recipes that use different clean proteins, nutrient-rich vegetables, and fiber-filled whole foods, which they blend and balance together with vitamins and minerals. While you can create a meal plan based on only 3 out of 4 recipes, all of their ingredients are sourced from local farms and reputable food suppliers that all meet human food standards, which means that you could actually eat it yourself, although I can't offer any personal testaments to that end. The details of their recipes are available when you subscribe, but I'll give you an idea of what you can get. Their beef recipe has beef, sweet potatoes, cooked lentils, carrots, and beef liver with added fish oil, a source of omega-3 fatty acids for better joint health. The main ingredients in the turkey recipe are turkey, chickpeas, carrots, broccoli, and spinach, which contains 8% crude protein, while their chicken recipe contains chicken, Brussels sprouts, chicken liver, broccoli, and chia seeds. They also have a pork recipe, which Ralphie didn't try, but all the recipes contain a special nutrient and mineral blend with salmon oil. Each recipe is slow cooked on a low heat to kill any bacteria, but not so much that the nutrients are destroyed. Then the food is flash frozen without any preservatives and shipped with portions marked out for how much your dog should eat in a day. On top of all that, they never use feed-grade ingredients, which are substandard industry byproducts that are technically considered okay to feed to animals. This includes all those parts of animal carcasses that we wouldn't consider remotely edible, ground up into a sort of gross paste or something like that. But with the Farmer's Dog, there are no added preservatives and no cooking processes that destroy the whole foods that they use. And there's no labeling tricks either, like dog food that contains only 3% beef and claims to be made with beef, with pictures of juicy steaks on the packages and stuff like that. Okay, so the Farmer's Dog works like this. You'll start by signing up and doing a short quiz where you tell them where you live and all about your dog, his name, age, breed, weight, and what they've been eating, how active they are, if they're a bit on the chunkier side or perhaps a bit too skinny, and a few other small details. Based on that, but especially their size and weight, the Farmer's Dog will recommend a personalized meal plan with specific recipes and pricing based on your dog. Like I said, all their meals are made fresh, quickly frozen, and pre-portioned based on how many calories your dog needs, and then they deliver your box within a couple of days. You can store the packs in your freezer and then thaw them out 12 or so hours in advance, so just keep in mind that you'll need some extra freezer space for your dog food. And it's really as easy as that, so unless you change your order or cancel your subscription for some reason, the Farmer's Dog will keep sending you fresh food deliveries before you run out. And just to reiterate, if you do decide to try the Farmer's Dog, you can use the affiliate link that I mentioned before that's down in the description. It doesn't cost you anything and you'll get a bit of a discount, which you wouldn't find by going directly to the Farmer's Dog website. Okay, so how much will you pay for this fresh, natural dog food? Well, it really depends on your dog, but for Ralphie, who's a chunky 8-year-old Labrador retriever that weighs around 80 or so pounds, his personalized food plan contained turkey, beef, and chicken recipes. So the first box had enough portions to last him 2 weeks, and that came to around $117 or just a bit over $8 a day. But since they gave me a 50% discount on my first order, the price went down to about $65 including tax. And what's really cool is that I also got free shipping. Now, Ralphie is a bit on the bigger end, but the average prices can range from $2 to $12 a day depending on your dog. Of course, bigger dogs mean bigger appetites and caloric needs. So just to give you an idea, the per day cost for a 3-year-old Border Terrier weighing 25 pounds is a bit more than $5 per day. But if you have a huge dog, for example, a Great Dane who weighs more than 100 pounds, their food will cost closer to around $15 per day. And the more food that your dog needs daily, the more frequently you'll get deliveries. So it's really customized according to your dog's specific needs. Another bonus that makes the Farmer's Dog stand out is that all their packaging is thoughtfully sustainable. The cardboard delivery boxes are recyclable. The insulation is biodegradable, so it can be composted or dissolved with water and sent down the drain. And the food packs are completely BPA free and non-toxic. They can also be recycled after you rinse them out. So if you're worried about the environment, the Farmer's Dog is one step ahead. Now, in terms of the competition, after learning about the benefits of natural dog food and going down a research rabbit hole, we tried a few brands, and in my opinion, there were 2 others that are worth mentioning here, which are Ollie and We Feed Raw. First, if we compare Ollie to the Farmer's Dog, they both have personalized plans that depend on your specific dog. However, the Farmer's Dog is a bit more affordable and has a higher ratio of proteins, but also uses less organ meat, which is definitely good for dogs. Ollie does offer a dry kibble-like alternative if you want to save a bit by mixing it into fresh food, and it has a lamb flavor with meat sourced from New Zealand. Both brands supplement their food with synthetic vitamins and minerals, but the Farmer's Dog has more vitamins, so it turned out to be a better choice for us. Not to mention, Ralphie seemed to get a lot more excited for that one. Then there's We Feed Raw, and like the name suggests, their food isn't cooked at all. Instead, they use a cold pressure system to eliminate any microbes, and then their food is frozen for shipping. Their dog food is priced a bit differently on a per week basis. So when I added Ralphie's details, the cost for 1 week's worth of meals was a bit over $67, which meant that for 2 weeks worth of food, I'd have to pay around $135. So the Farmer's Dog, in comparison, has better pricing and more personalized plans for individual dogs. But if you prefer a completely raw diet for your dog, which some say is more natural for dogs, then We Feed Raw might be the better option for you. Okay, so the most important opinion in this review is Ralphie's, and I can say, judging from how he jumps up and down when it's feeding time, that he loves his food. He liked all the recipes that we got so far, but the turkey is definitely his favorite because he eats it much faster than the beef or chicken ones. And now we're well into month 8 of using the Farmer's Dog food, and I've noticed that he's more energetic, his coat is shinier, his breath even smells better. Also, I'm sorry to go there, but his poop is a lot easier to pick up because it's not wet and slimy or as stinky as it used to be. On the downside, serving him his portions from the packets can get a bit messy until you figure out how to do it, and you need a lot of space in your freezer. Plus, you have to remember to thaw the food in advance. And if your dog doesn't eat it soon after serving, the fresh food spoils pretty quickly, especially when you compare it to regular commercial dry kibble. So you have to defrost sparingly. But I don't have that problem with Ralphie because he eats up all his food and then he proceeds to lick the bowl clean. I swear if I didn't stop him, he probably wouldn't stop eating. He's a bit of a chunky monkey. So would I recommend the Farmer's Dog? Yes, and not only because my dog loves it, but plenty of others' dogs do too. Many people have managed to get their dog's health and weight in check, which can only lead to more playtime and better life expectancy. Plus, they offer affordable options compared to the high-end commercial dog food that I used to get from the supermarket. But where the Farmer's Dog really truly excels is in producing these meals with care, using healthy meat and vegetables. Okay, that's it for this review. If you found this video helpful or interesting, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos like this. And as I mentioned earlier, if you decided that you want to give the Farmer's Dog a try, you can use the affiliate link that I left down in the description. It doesn't cost you anything, and you'll get to use our discount, which you wouldn't be able to get if you went directly to their website. As always, I enjoy hearing your thoughts, and I'll answer any questions that you leave down in the comments as fast as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.